Hi, this is a side bicycle exercise. So we're going to set up our body in the side lying position. Check we're lengthened, neutral spine, engaged in the core, shoulders stable. So we want our shoulders and hips stacked. Your arm can either be fingertips on the floor or on your side, or if you're more advanced and can hold the balance, up in the air. Choose the level for your ability. Just make sure we never slouch into the mat. We want to keep the core strong and fit a piece of paper under our lower side at all times. So we're working with our legs bent up in front of us, and we're going to lift the top leg to hip height. So you should be able to fit a tennis ball or an apple between your knees at all times now. We then can start our leg action. So everything will remain stable from the waist upwards. We're literally only moving the top leg. So we're going to start with a breath in. Let's then take the knee forwards towards us, and we're going to straighten that leg. So you might get a nice stretch, you might get a tougher stretch if the hamstrings are tight. Be careful. We're then going to swing this leg backwards as far as it will go without losing your neutral spine. So you're squeezing the glute muscle. We're then going to keep this leg exactly where it is. Keep squeezing the glute. And we're going to bend at the knee, bringing our heel towards our bottom. So as you do this, make sure that that hip hasn't closed, okay? So we're not bending the knee up in front of us. We're holding the thigh backwards and bringing the foot towards our bottom. Now, keeping the foot bent at the knee, we can then squeeze our hip flexor, front of the hip, and swing the knee towards us, just like our first movement. Straighten that leg. So once again, once the knee is up, as you straighten, don't let the knee go. Hold the knee in front of you and squeeze your quad muscle. Then we can swing the straight leg back. Squeeze the glute. Hold it here. Squeeze the glute tight. Use your hamstring. Bend the knee. Don't let it come forward. Heel to bottom. Bring the knee forward. Straighten the leg. Swing it back. So we've got 4 separate distinct actions. And we should be moving in time with your breathing. So breath in, swing forward. Breath out, straighten and stretch. Breathe in, swing back. Breathe out, bend the knee, foot to bottom. And we keep on going. Each movement has a breath to match. Just keep it flowing. Think about which muscle you're using for which action. So crunch the hip flexor, bring the knee forward. Crunch the quad, straighten the leg. Squeeze the glute, take it back. Squeeze the hamstring, foot to bottom. So we're either moving from the hip or the knee, but not both at the same time. Now we should be getting ache in our outer thigh because it's holding the leg up at hip height. But we keep flowing, just make sure it's all coming from core, that we are energizing the whole body. We're not wibbly wobblying. We're not going floppy like a fish around the middle. We've still got our straight spine and our gap underneath. Oops, sorry. A nice straight leg as we come back before we bend the knee. Keep the rhythm, keep the energy. Nice and smooth. So you do as many as you feel is good for you. We could go 5 or 6, we might manage all 10. If it gets too much, then you need to take a rest because we have to keep our perfect technique. Just give the leg a little massage when you've finished. And then we have to turn over and do exactly the same on the other side. So exactly the same movements, keep the rhythm and the same amount of reps, just to even out what you've done so we're not lopsided. Have a good go and see how you get on, both sides, those 4 distinct actions.